Hello, everyone, and welcome to GlobalLinker. I believe you all have signed in on GlobalLinker and would like to know how you can use this platform for your benefit. So, yes, Nagaraju, can you please send me a chat message so I can hear you out? So if you'd like to tell me anything or you'd like to discuss anything, please please drop a message in the chat group. I would be happy to, discuss that and take it up. So a little bit about what you can expect today. Today on Global Linker, we will talk about how you can use the platform for your, to make it much more beneficial for you. So GlobalLinker is actually a business networking platform and a platform where you can list your products and look to getting leads. So we have two different areas where you can leverage GlobalLinker for. One is for networking, and the second is for commerce applications, means transactional. And on GlobalLinker, you can actually list your products and you can convert it. You can use it to make it into an e-commerce store. You can list it on a couple of marketplaces. You can also show it on your company profile. So there are many more uses where you can actually show your products over here. We'll talk about all of this in detail and how and do it. I would advise you, we'll take a couple of minutes for more people to join in before we actually start. So I would advise you to take it as a strategy discussion so that the different opportunities that are available on Global Linker, if you think it's adding good, well to your business growth and strategy, then you should, work towards setting yourself up over there. So it's we have all joined to grow our business, and that's the agenda we are looking to do. And if you think, so that's why I'm saying it's a strategy discussion. If any of the channels or features we talk about as making sense to you, you should note it down, and then you should work towards leveraging that feature or that channel and using it so that you can get the desired output. Since this is I would encourage you to introduce yourself on the platform and just some, statistics before I start. I've seen a lot of registrations we have received on Global Linker for this webinar from different parts of the globe. Global Linker is a global solution, and we have got registrations from a lot of them from India, from Sri Lanka, from the UAE, as well. So there are three, and many other spots in small lots, but this is where the concentration lies. So welcome to all of you, and Philippines as well. So hi and good afternoon, everyone. Maharshi Amin is a merchant exporter of herbal and Ayurvedic products. I think we should get started now. So a quick overview of what you can expect on Global Linker. I'll give you a brief overview of Global Linker, why you should have a digital profile, why and where and how you can sell online, and how can you attract prospective customers, and a small Q&A. So let me just show you a brief about Global Linker. I'll be logging into a test account that I have. So just in this webinar, I would be doing the talking, and it's more 100% I would be only talking here. And most of the questions I ask you, please reply with a yes or a no on the chat. So it makes it easier for me to understand the tempo and what's happening and what's the sense you all are, thinking or directing to. Just want to know, I hope all of you all are already registered on the Global Linker platform. You can reply with a yes or a no. Yeah, so Fatima, you will get the recording of the entire webinar at the end. Since you're registered, you'll get it. So you can just reply with a yes or a no if you are registered on the platform, like this. Okay, great. That's nice. Thank you. Okay, great. Since you're a part of the Global Linker platform, I believe after you created your account, you would be coming on your dashboard or your homepage, which is something like this, where you can actually start searching for products. And you can visit your catalog management section, which is termed as online store. And you can connect with other members, you can see notifications and messages by others. And here is more of a listing, overview on Global Linker's B2B marketplace. As you scroll down, since we are very familiar with social, and social websites, there are a lot of posts, etc., which are posted by other people, so that which I can use it to get more information about my business, and use it for my benefit. On Global Linker, this a similar feed is there, which is used by several SMEs to create awareness about their products and services, share more information about what's happening in their company, anything they would like to share. They put it here on the post and can be seen by everyone. So maybe you can also use this to do the same to, create more awareness amongst your businesses, amongst the entire business community as well. Now, we also have something called the supplier spotlight, where you automatically get, listed over here, given, keeping in, there's certain criteria. Once you meet, you can get listed over. So we all want to get noticed. How do you get noticed? So we do that by, if you meet certain criteria, like your profile is more than 85% complete, you had a products in your catalog, your company is verified, etc., then you start showing up on in the supplier spotlight automatically. What this gives you is, it gives you more leverage, it gives you more visibility, because the more visible you are in front of everyone, the more the chances of you networking with somebody or getting more business prospects increase tremendously. So try and use these features to get more visibility on your platform as well. Oh, yes, it is definitely useful for a merchant exporter, because the channels which I'll be talking about next would actually, is something which you can see how you can use it. So just stay tuned for that. I'll definitely, fall back on that in a bit. There are events, etc., which are coming up. It's posted over here automatically, and you can actually use the knowledge section, where articles are posted by my editorial team and also by several members who are experts in their own fields, and they share knowledge on this. Discussions are there. You can be a part of a lot of groups on Global Linker, and events as well. You can see what are the upcoming events which are posted there, and you can join them too. What you can also do is you can connect with other members, depending, and use filters like you can use filters like country, city, industry, to pinpoint and to actually zero on your own target market as well, if you would be looking for certain specific ones over here. So this is my connection. So I'm going on add connections right now. And here's where I can see. So I can choose my country, like India, city. I'm removing the city right now. And say, for example, I'm looking for somebody in the automotive business. So I would see businesses in that particular, this over here. If it's agriculture, then it gets filtered. This doesn't seem to be working right now. I'll just get that checked with my team. Sorry. Now, coming back to the crux of the business, of what you can expect over here. Hold on. Just give me a moment, please. I seem to have opened the wrong presentation. Sorry. So Nagaraju, I'll answer your question while my presentation opens. uh, you can actually use see, getting genuine buyers is this for everyone. So there are many things you can do to actually get buyers. One is you have to make sure that you are visible at the right places, which is what we call as channels, so that the chances of you getting more leads increase. Now if I want to get more buyers, what would a business typically do? They would they would be participating in trade shows and exhibitions. You would do promotions, you would do marketing of your own business. Maybe you would put an advertisement out in the newspaper, you would do something like that. Or in case you're already online, you would be also posting, you would also be online as well, and you would be doing digital marketing so that people can come to your website. Or in case you have a catalog which is already interactive, which can take leads, you do marketing efforts accordingly, so you can get inquiries coming. So you'll have to do several things to get buyers and to get genuine. And once you get the lead coming in, now you will have to verify whether is this lead something which is genuine, and so that you can do. So how do you do those verifications? You would, call up the buyer, you would check out the buyer on the web. There would be certain business related checks you can do with, is this a legal business? You would check it out in social, in certain websites as well. Is this buyer actually genuinely available? And then you would actually you would request on placing a test or a trial order, uh, and then you can go ahead. So there's no certain this that how you can get buyers, because buyers are not readily available. You will have to find a buyer, and you can also visit several embassies of the target countries which you are looking to connect. So you should definitely make yourself. You should focus on three areas. One is to get more visibility. Second is to do efforts so that visibility comes and you are getting people attracted towards your site. Now that you can use other platforms to do it for you, or you can do, if it's your own this, you can use digital marketing for that. I'll explain that as we go on in the presentation as well, in the webinar. And the third is, then you have to convert those leads by doing your own checks, etc., to ensure that that the buyer is genuine. And you do research checks. Give me your GST, give me your this document, that document, etc. And also your transaction has to be a little foolproof. So, and by start with a trial order, etc. Let me go on to what I was looking to. Yeah, sorry, my PPT is back. I hope my screen is visible. I'll just continue now and I'll answer questions at the end, because now we'll be short on time. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. There are 5 channels on GlobalLinker. So as you created your account, I just given you a brief overview of what you can do on the platform to network with other listings. Now let's talk about the transaction part of it and the actual commerce part of it. So where are the places where your catalog, if you add say 10 products right now, you're selling A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and you have added those products and that information on your catalog. Where are the relevant places that you can actually show these products on? One is you can show it on your own company profile. The second is you can show it in an e-commerce store which you can create via GlobalLinker. You can also show it on GlobalLinker, which is the B2B marketplace. I briefly touched upon it before, and we will talk about it in detail now. The next is Indian Business Portal and ONDC. These are more India specific. I know we have global this, but we start with one target market, and then we look at creating marketplaces or opportunities in different countries as well. So Indian Business Portal is a SME specific portal for Indian exporters, which is created by FIO. So if you are an exporter and you would like to get more visibility, in that case, you can list on Indian Business Portal. The next is ONDC. ONDC, almost all Indians are aware of. It is an opportunity or a platform provided by the government so that you can get equal visibility and equal space in to sell your products online. So we'll talk about all of these 5 sales channels quickly. But before that, let's talk about the catalog. What makes a good catalog? What makes adding a good product nicely onto your platform? This is what you should be doing. I'll put it on slideshow. Please let me know if it's visible, my screen. So many of us, we think when we talk about online store, we almost think that it is for a B2C business, a person who is selling, say, handbags or fashion jewelry or clothes or, food products, etc., which are more in the B2C space. However, we now we create a GlobalLinker thought of that, and we thought that it will be great so that even B2B businesses can get the similar opportunity to create interactive catalogs, which which do have the power of giving you the checkout feature if you would like to even offer a sample or make it available for direct sale. You get all of those features, and it is interactive, it is dynamic, because you can keep updating that catalog as and when you have a new product lineup, or your existing, or there are some discontinuations in your lineup, and that same product catalog gets refreshed, and it can be visible to anybody on demand. So on demand means if I just click on a link and I want to see what is this person selling, like Makaria Electrics, what is his today's catalog availability, what are the products he's selling today, and if it's updated, you will see all the updated products over here on the catalog as well. So the benefit of having a dynamic and an online catalog is immense. One, it is public, it is searchable on the web, it can show much more information, and show pictures, give you features of zoom in, zoom out, uh, write more information as well, etc. It also is, since it is available on Google or on the web, it can be searchable from people who are not only on GlobalLinker but even outside of GlobalLinker. So make sure, so just want to iterate that you are not creating your catalog only for GlobalLinker. You are actually creating this catalog for your business, and you can use this catalog and share it with anybody even outside of GlobalLinker, with your existing client network, with anybody, any new prospect you may have, and you would like to share it with them. You can share it. It's available as a URL. I'll share the URL of this particular business with you, so you can also review it and see how it looks. One thing I would like to touch upon over here is, how do you make a good catalog? Just when you're adding a product, you just make sure you're adding clear and sharp pictures. So however the product is, a clear and a sharp picture becomes very critical in for the buyer's mind to understand that what that particular picture is, what is the product all about. A simple product name, it should not be anything fancy. Your descriptions also should convey over this, and we'll just go to that. I'm just moving to the actual page where this product is. They have not uh, done their SSL certificate, which is why it is showing as not secure. We have to inform them about it and help them do it. Now you see, this particular business has added a couple of pictures. He's already created a form where we can also create a quote over here. So say I can write 100 quantity, what is my company name, and which city I am from. And I can write over here, need 100 quantity. I've already written that. And for use in, I can write it, and I can actually send it over here. It'll ask me to sign up or sign in so that my contact details are available, and then he would get that lead. Now, this is his own store, and you can see the information that's available over here. A lot of information I can mention. And now, since certain things get discontinued, for example, this gets discontinued, the Compton Standard Motor, then I can actually delete it. I can unpublish it from the backend so it doesn't show. And at a click of a link, I can actually see that particular product over here. I'm just chatting it to you. You can visit the site and explore it as well. This is a live SME who is registered with us. But you make sure. I'll give another example of a good product catalog. It's again a very B2B business, which is why I put these references so that you get an idea on how if you are in the B2B space, how this can add value to you. So that's the point of this. Now this person is selling matchboxes, but in the B2B space. So you see that the price is on request. They have given nice, very clear pictures about their products over here. They've given their dimensions as the product quantity, product name, and I'm just moving to the next step. So if I view more information, I can see that he has already set an MOQ. Minimum 2450 is what I need to purchase. And I can send an inquiry over here. Again, a lot of information is mentioned over here about that particular product. We are going to the actual page over here of this business, and I can also send an inquiry. So it's asking me to do, it has its another form to accept inquiry. Now, this is what I meant by an interactive catalog. And you can actually show that. I've also shared this with you so you can explore it later on. And maybe this gives you a reference of understanding on how you can actually show these products onto your, you can upload your products accordingly. Take the learnings from this to create a nice, attractive looking catalog for your business. So what are the essentials you need to have when you're actually adding a product? So make sure that you have your essential product information is accurate and it is correctly mentioned. And you support it with good pictures, good descriptive product titles, some nice description, and make sure that just one insight that is something which we see in today's day and age. A person's attention span is not more than 3 seconds. That's how it is, because when we are consuming so much of information online, a person doesn't on an average a person stays on a particular page only for 3 seconds. So you'll have to put your information in such a way so that the buyer gets interested in your product within those 3 seconds. So what would capture the most attention and image? A good product title and a short and a very simple summary which you think the buyer is going to talk to. Think of your product catalog as a branch or as another individual who is sitting out there online and is marketing about your business. So imagine that person, what he has to tell the buyer, and what do you think you need to tell that person to tell the buyer so that he can give you a lead at least and say, okay, let me start a conversation with this organization. Reviews and ratings definitely add a lot of weight when a person is reviewing the business or even on a product page. Given that the product catalog and your company profile, everything is in the public space, make sure that whatever content you write is SEO ready. So optimize the titles, description, etc. I can give you, if you are not familiar with SEO, how to make your product SEO ready. Right now, we have several AI tools which can help you generate content, which can be SEO friendly. So if you have time at the end of the webinar, I would love to show it to you on how you can do it fairly quickly for all your sites, because I understand that you do not have the necessary, we are masters in our own business and our product. We don't know. And when it comes to writing about the product, we can fall short of that. But that should not limit us. Now, AI can actually help us do that. And I'll share some resources at the end. And it's actually Chat GPT. I'll just show it to you. It's how you use the tool and many tools to do that. So, we'll talk about that. If you're interested, you can just type a yes. And if we have time, I'll definitely put that in the agenda in our Q&A session. So I'm quickly moving on to the next sales channel. So your first sales channel, if you have added, say, your 10 products into your product catalog, they will show up with your company profile. Your company profile, talks about not only your catalog, but it talks about your business. Who are you? What do you do? Your company logo, a little bit information about your business, etc. Your licenses and certifications, etc. You can add over here. So if I'm reviewing a product, say I'm reviewing this product, I would like to know what this company is, right? Because for me to start this information, okay, you'll have said a yes. I'll put that in the agenda about the AI tools and creating content as well. So here we can see this particular business. He has it's you can say that he's GST verified. He's mentioned a description about their business. You can see their product catalog as well. You can also see that they have added all of this information. What do you need to know? Like, these are more compliance related information that helps the buyer to decide whether I should want to connect with and start a conversation with this business or no. So it's very important that your company profile is also updated and your catalog is also updated. And we have linked both so that you can actually get if a buyer is looking at a product and he wants to know more about your business, he can come and visit your profile and he can see. So you can add a small nice banner over here. Your logo you should add, get your business verified, add a description, do all of this. It doesn't take much time because you know your business very well. And if you again don't have the tools to write it, we can use AI to generate a nice company description. If you give that information to AI, they'll give you some nicely written information back, which you should verify and then put it over here. Coming back to my presentation. Oh, sorry. Now let's start about the second sales channel, which is GlobalLinker's own B2B marketplace. GlobalLinker, as we call it. And here is, it's a B2B marketplace, which is for local as well as global buyers and sellers. So if you are in the B2B space and you would like to just get opportunities and again, like I said, get more visibility and ensure that the buyers come and visit you, then you can list yourself on B2B marketplace. It is a great platform where, if a buyer comes and likes your product, he would send an inquiry directly for you. Or what they do is they can also post a requirement, and this requirement is shared with you openly over here. I'll show you where. So as you log into your platform, there's a section over here called buyers looking for. So somebody's looking for this via some herbal agro growth booster. Sorry. And you can see all these requests for quotations or RFQs, as you call it, these are raised by buyers. And if it's something which you meet, one is GlobalLinker as a system uses its own recommendations powered by AI to reach out to you and inform you that there are these RFQs open and you may be interested in responding to them. However, you can come here and visit and see also what are the open available RFQs. And if you think you can meet them, then please quote. So you can send a quote. Say, for example, there's a quote raised for sugar, an RFQ raised for sugar for 40 tons of sugar in Khorda. So if you can reply to it, you simply have to click on quote now, and then you select your product from your catalog. I have a test catalog, so I may not be having the product, but I'm just showing you. So I'm just selecting any product right now, but however, you should add your product and share the relevant product with them. So add the product in your catalog if it's not there already, and then you share it with the buyer so he can see the product specifications as well. Enter the quantity that you are going to offer with the units, exact. So say, for example, you can offer 40 kgs or 100 this, and what is your per unit price? So per kg price, you would say you would market at 30 rupees, for example, and you would be able to make it available in 20 days. And then you give your detailed requirements, etc. over here, and you can send this information to the buyer. The buyer will review it, and there is a whole conversation that you can talk about over here with the particular member. So you can chat with the buyer directly via the chat option, and you can actually connect with them on that. So once you send your quote, you can start chatting with the buyer as well. So we've created a whole conversation which you can have with the buyer and the seller, between yourself and the buyer, once if you are conversing on any of this, so that the objective is so that you're able to close the deal. Now here is where I was mentioning that it becomes a strategy discussion. So in your notepad, if you can write down GlobalLinker, you can see that does it make sense to you, yes or no. If you write a yes, then this is something which you should start getting your product listed on as well. So what are the checklists you need to have to list your products on GlobalLinker Market? So you've already added your products on GlobalLinker. When you visit on the seller panel, there's an entire GlobalLinker dashboard where you can see all the products, and it will tell you whether they are eligible to list or not list, etc. So if they're not meeting the eligibility criteria, you can complete those points by doing it. So 3 images, description, adding a GlobalLinker marketplace category, etc. And then it goes for verification. Once the product is verified, it starts getting listed on GlobalLinker. And then you can decide which of your products you want to show on the marketplace or not, so they can enable or disable it. So if you have added 10 products in your catalog, you think 7 products are good for GlobalLinker Marketplace, you only display those 7 on GlobalLinker Marketplace. That's how this would work. Let's go to the second one, which you should write in your notebook, is an e-commerce store. Would you like to have an e-commerce store? Do you already have one? If you already have one, then great. If you do not have one, then you can look at creating your own. You can look at using the catalog and building an e-commerce store as well. What does an e-commerce store do? An e-commerce store actually gives you this is an example. An e-commerce store, is your very own, like a branch which you have created online, and you can use it you can use it to drive traffic directly, people to come to your website and get leads to yourself. So it is like your own website you have created, but it is interactive. And so if you add your catalog over here, so like I've taken again a very B2B example, but there are several B2C examples as well, like journals, diaries, cosmetic products. Many sellers are using that, but since we are focused on B2B right now, I'm showing this. Now you can see that this is a very niche product used in beveling machines, and very high cost as well. Homepage by putting banners, etc. You get your very own URL, which is something like this. I'm chatting it with you so you can explore the store as well. And you can see you can add much more information. If a buyer likes the product, then they can send an inquiry as well. Try to close the window. Yeah. And you can write additional information. A lot of information about yourself is also mentioned in the footer over here. So this is, think of it like you've opened one more branch, but the branch is online, and you can customize it to exactly the way you want it. So there are several customized fields. You can use a theme of your choice. You can put your own logo. You can create your own navigation over here easily and simply, and you can make sure that this goes on. I'm going back to the home page. You can see the banners, etc. added. This is how your own e-commerce store can be created. Now you can create it as an inquiry only e-commerce store, or if you would like to offer checkout option, like many people are comfortable with taking, you will also have to set up a payment gateway. You will also have to add your logistics, etc. over here, make it launch and publish your website there. Make sure that just FYI, to list any of your products on any of these sales channels, you need to be GST verified. If you're not GST verified, you wouldn't be able to publish your store. So please take note that you verify your business as well. I hope this is interesting and useful. I'm moving on to the next one. So a good, on e-commerce store is because it's your own branch, you will have to do the marketing for it. So this is not done by any other third party. But imagine you have your own store which is created in a new city. And who would do the marketing for that? It would be you and your team only, right? You would have flyers, you would put a big banner outside your shop, you would put directions, you would talk about it to so many people. Now imagine you're doing the same thing online. So you would on online, what would you do? You would print this URL in your business card. You could put it in your WhatsApp business account description. You can put it in all your other business pages as well. That is something else you can do. Okay? And if anybody asks for your catalog, you can say, come to my visit my store or my website online, and you will see all my products over there. That's number 3. Fourth is you can run digital marketing and advertising campaigns, targeting your business as your target buyers, and get leads coming in. So somebody lands on your page over here after you're doing digital marketing, then you can get leads. People can post leads over there. So, or if there's checkout enabled and you want them to buy, then there should be an add to cart option where they should be able to buy. So this is your own site. All the effort and energies are on you. We give you the template and the skeleton to help you run an e-commerce site. So what are the checklists you need to have this e-commerce? You add your products to your catalog. There's a My Store option under sales channels. You select a theme. So there are a list of a lot of available themes. You can create that. You can use a theme of your choice. Create your storefront by adding banners, etc. You add your store policies because that's a compliance requirement. You need to have your terms and conditions, your shipping policy, return policy, etc. should be there. Then you created your categories, navigation, you add your banners, you map your products to the right category. So for example, if I'm selling handbags, so in the navigation, there should be bags. Under that, there can be handbags, purses, clutches, wallets, etc. And I link the products to the clutches or the handbag section. So when the buyer is actually coming to handbags, he sees my handbag. You set up your payment and shipping options and you publish your store. So that's about it. But take note again, this is something which you will have to run completely with your own ownership. The next channel is, is suited more for Indian audience. It's suited for Indian audiences, which is ONDC. ONDC, as I mentioned before, is a platform which is a network which has been opened by the government so that Indian businesses get the right opportunity and visibility if they would like to sell their products online. GlobalLinker is a certified seller app, which means that whatever products you add on your catalog over here, your GlobalLinker can help you show your products in the ONDC network in different seller apps, in buyer apps like Paytm, MyStore, PD Mall. There's several malls, etc. Created where ONDC network sellers can show their products are displayed in those malls. So we are a certified seller network participant, which helps sellers to list on ONDC network. So currently, why we are in the ONDC space? Currently, ONDC is supporting B2C only. That's why, however, we do know the long-term plans of ONDC is to also help in B2B transactions, which is what we are aiming for as well. And once ONDC opens up for B2B as well, we will definitely keep that, our SMEs, and we will also be ready for it very soon. So what's the checklist? And this would be the next one. So I would suggest you open your notepad on your phone or even on your book and write it for GlobalLinker for your online store, and now for ONDC. If it is making sense for you, you can just write yes. I'll quickly go through the checklist. You set up and publish your e-commerce store. You enable a shipping this and logistics partner, because the logistics will be managed by you. The payment is taken by the buyer app, and the settlement is done with you once the goods are transferred, are delivered to the customer, and the return period is over. That's when the settlement of that particular sale will happen with you. You enable ONDC under store details, and then you complete the ONDC setup. You map it to ONDC's categories. ONDC's categories are ever evolving. They started with 5, now it's 7, it's gone up to a large number. So you can link your products to the ONDC category so it shows to the relevant shoppers. And then there's certain mandatory information you need to add, which is requested by ONDC. Once all of these key elements are completed, then your products can start showing in the ONDC network. You'll have to give your settlement information so that settlements get done, etc. The next one is the Indian Business Portal. This is also for the for Indian SMEs as well. So this is an initiative by FIO, and FIO is the Federation of Import Export Indian Export Organization, which is apex government body promoting exports globally for India. This platform was created so that SME exporters get more visibility, and they try and get buyers to come and visit this site. So if they get any buyer request, they definitely pass it on to the Indian Business Portal. They tell them to come and visit Indian Business Portal and see. So if your product is listed over here, you can get a direct inquiry as well. There are several buyers who, when they have any open requirements, they put the requirements over here on the left. Over here. So if it's something which you can meet, please come and visit Indian Business Portal regularly. See if you are able to meet this particular requirement. If you are, then you show this requirement here, and you can actually respond to it as well via simple Google form. Do take your notepad and see if this is adding value to you. This is more for SME exporters. Yeah. So add products to your catalog was a checklist for listing on Indian Business Portal. You set up an e-commerce store because that's a requirement by the IBP that you need to have your own e-commerce store, an independent URL. You need to set up your payments and logistics. That's how they verify you. And then you visit Indian Business Portal on your seller panel homepage. You verify your IEC. To list on Indian Business Portal, you need to have an IEC. Otherwise, you cannot list. Because it's for SMEs and exporters, an IEC is a must. That gives the confidence to the buyers that the particular transaction or the requirement can be met, because this exporter is an exportable business as well. And then you submit it for verification, and then it starts getting displayed. How do you manage your catalog? So this is your seller panel, and a seller panel can actually show you over here what are the things you actually see, to manage your catalog. So here's your dashboard, your orders, and your catalogs show over here. These are all e-commerce store settings to manage your promotions, customers, store managers if you want other people to manage your store, etc. And the 5 sales channels we spoke about: my store, supply chain, GlobalLinker marketplace, Indian Business Portal, ONDC would show up here. Since we are a test account, we are not listed over there, but you would see that as well. I can show it to you on live too. And and how can you access your seller account? You simply have to log in, and then your catalog, you just come and visit online store, and you would come to this screen. As I was mentioning that, a buyer can actually post an RFQ. When he's looking for something, he posts an RFQ here. Now you should see these RFQs, and if you think you can meet it, please watch out for these RFQs and reply to them. The more you reply to them, you get higher, the scope of recommendations also, and you also become, tagged as an active seller too. We also have created a lot of resources which can help you create and manage your catalog and help you get listed on these sales channels. GlobalLinker being a DIY platform, we help you, we have created these resources for that, so that you don't need assistance in, and wherever you feels you are stuck, you can use these resources to list yourself on GlobalLinker, say on ONDC or on Indian Business Portal or in the B2B marketplace, etc. You can do that. However, if you do need help, our team is always there to support you for that. So yeah, I've tried to complete it well before time, and we have a Q&A session. I'll see if we have any questions, and then we can move on to something. We can also move on to the AI product creation part, which I was talking about. I'm just going to the seller panel now. Okay. So I'm clicking on online store. And let's see how you can add a product. Okay, a very simple one. Let's add a product here. So I go to catalog. I go to products. And I have around 400 products in my catalog already. So these are all my existing products right now. I can edit it. So what I meant was, if you want to edit any of the products, you can simply go there and change the pricing or the description or the images, so that then once you save it, then the same content, the updated content starts reflecting. So you don't have to send a new PPT or a new brochure to anybody. Your link is always available. Your profile link is available, and it can be seen by anyone. Somebody just has to go in the back and edit it. Say I want to add a product. So now there's a new product I'm adding. I can simply just come here and add it and map it to the relevant categories, and it starts showing. So for example, let's say t-shirt. This is the GlobalLinker marketplace category. Same, if there's an ITC HSN, please add that. My selling price is 100 rupees. And I would have an option to not show price as well. So I don't want to accept orders. I only want to accept inquiries. And I have an option of not showing the price. So I can do that as well. And the unit is in numbers. So 1 t-shirt, 2 t-shirts. Now I have a t-shirt which is for men. However, now you look at this particular thing, I need to add a description. I don't know what to add. So I can get AI to help me do that. It's already inbuilt on GlobalLinker. However, it's a paid feature right now. So I want to write it is modal cotton pre-wash, awesome colors like green, purple, orange. Premium quality. That is for you. That's what we want. My target audience is men. And actually it creates all the, if you see now, it'll create not only this one field, but it'll create many more fields which are there, which require content, which I need to add. Now see, it is giving experience unparalleled, confirm with our modal. It's giving me also a title, which I can keep. So if I'm keeping it, it gets pre-filled in my description. It's giving me indulgent in this is this. I can change this if I want to. It's giving me, so when we spoke about Google, when we spoke about adding a product title, and it should be SEO ready information, your meta title, meta description, and meta keywords are mentioned. So that should be, we generated keeping that in mind, so that your meta title, meta description, etc. gets generated. And if you see over here, it's all added. Here is your SEO information. There are several fields we ask when you are creating a product, and not all of them are mandatory. However, they are very useful and they are important. So that doesn't mean if it's not mandatory, it's not required. Now, SEO information is not mandatory because it's not necessary to add a product. However, since your product is public, it's good that your product is SEO verified, so that it helps Google read your product better. this is where, you should be adding it. So it's important that you add this information, even though it's not mandatory. Country of origin, is it India, Easter category? These are my Easter categories, and I can just add it in. Right now, I can add it in. None, because none of them is adding, all right. And now, yeah, I can add more product description, which is what has already got added. And now I can just save it. But this AI generation on GlobalLinker is a subscription feature. So you have to pay for this. However, there's another way to do it where you can, create it for free using ChatGPT. I'll just tell you. Let me see if I So this is what I was showing is, if you see this, I have it on a Word doc, so excuse me. Yeah. You see this, I'm a manufacturer of this. I'm a manufacturer and exporter of induction motors. My company name is Star Exports based in Agra, India. I'm uploading my product on GlobalLinker, and I needed to create the following, which is a product name, a summary, minimum 5 points and 50 words, description, minimum 80 words, meta title, meta description. Keep the summary and benefit description benefit focused, SEO friendly, and relevant to the buyer. And this is my product. Now I'll just copy this and I will paste it in ChatGPT as a new chat. And you see, in less than 3 seconds, I have an entire product information available given to me for free by ChatGPT. So you can use this now. You can use this. This is a summary, a nice summary given. Take note that whatever is given by AI is not 100% accurate. So you need to read it. You need to validate the content it's giving back to you, and then you put it in your product information. You simply have to copy and paste it again in your product information over here, and then you save it. So this is the free way of doing it, and that was a paid way of doing it. You can see whatever is most suitable for you and useful, you should, make use of that. So creating product content is now very easy. You can also generate images now for free, and it is also available by AI. So, however, but take note that, product information, the more real it is, the more value it would add. You can come to know whether the product is AI, it's an AI generated image or it is not a real image. You can fairly come to know nowadays about this. So it's good to have real product images as well. So make sure you add all of that and get listed. So I'm just going to the Q&A to see if you'll have any questions. Just moment. Yeah, so we spoke about this, about merchant exporter. Yeah, Pauline is asking, what are those particular country to get customers for dry fruits? Now, dry fruits, as per my knowledge, I know it's used worldwide, and several countries uh, use that now. In if Where are you based, Pauline? If you're based in the UAE, then India is a great market as well. You can look for Indian SMEs to do that, and I did show how you can actually connect with other SMEs too. Nagaraju, I did answer your question already. Mahesh Narvekar is asking, if you're a service-based software company, so how can we increase the publicity of the company? Company name is Technowin IT Infra for making, yeah. So Mahesh, actually, I've been focusing more on product uploads, etc. However, what I feel you can do is you can actually use the connections feature to connect with different SMEs. And once you get connected with them, you can share what product offerings you are having. I'm assuming that you would have already updated your profile and your catalog with the information. So when the SME actually views your profile, he sees all of that information available on them. Nagaraju is asking, website in Mandarin. Yes or no? We don't support Mandarin language right now. We support English. Some local languages like uh, Hindi, Telugu. We also, for Sri Lankans, we are supporting Tamil and Sinhalese as well. So your store can be in that, but Mandarin, no, I'm sorry. Nagaraju asked how to do B2B and exploration. So I did show you how B2B businesses can use the platform to actually do that. I would like to run a small poll, if I may, if you can just tell me about what you have seen right now, and would you be interested in any of these sales channels currently? So I've just made this poll live. If you can just answer this question, I'll keep it live for a minute. I hope you can see the poll. It should be showing on your screen right now. Meanwhile, I'm reading the questions. Prashant is asking how to make an interactive catalog. Prashant, I just showed that to you. You can just add your products over here. The creating of an interaction is already done by us. You need to decide where you want to show it, which sales channel you would be interested in, and then accordingly you can use it, and you can put those links on your. You can to increase visibility for that particular thing. You put it in your business, the link in your business profiles, etc. Pauline, I've shown you the AI tools right now. It's pretty simple. I hope you've seen it. Kavita is asking, please let us know if there are any charges for onboarding the product to Linker Store. How do you connect it with FIO? We are partnered with FIO since several years. And one of the outcomes of this partnership is the Indian Business Portal, which is championed by FIO, but it is managed by us. And there are no charges for onboarding. To create your account, list your products, there are no charges. But if you want to use some advanced features, like I said, the AI generation feature, that is a paid feature. So you would have to pay to use that. However, you can use there are a lot of DIY tutorials available for you to use this DIY as well. We also offer assisted packages. If somebody's interested, like you don't have the time to add your products in your catalog over here, and you need help in doing that, then our team does that at a charge, at a cost. It helps you create your catalog. But again, we encourage you to do it yourself. There is also a WhatsApp group which I would encourage you to join. It's more for exporters. Let me find it. If I can get it, I'll share it with you right now. You can be a part of it, where a lot of our SME business are actually joining in over here. This is the Indian Business Portal support group. It'll be good if you can join it. There are a lot of conversations happen there. If you're interested, then our team can actually. Oh, so I saw the poll is running since quite some time, but I'm ending the poll now and I'm sharing the results as well. So great. The highest you all have got is for GlobalLinker Marketplace. So you all would like to be a part of that. Second, followed by ONDC. The third, Indian Business Portal and your own e-commerce store are tied together at the same percentage rate. So I believe you all are aware what you all would like to do and where you would like to list yourself. You all have also said that you all would like to have some discussion for listing your product. So I'll share my Calendly link. This is common with me and my team. And if you are interested, we can, review your this and you all can book an appointment with us at the given times and my team can help you. You can simply review your catalog and we can just talk about how you can get yourself listed on GlobalLinker. So since there are no more questions, I think I'll close the webinar now. I thank you very much for your time. And, our team is always available for your support. And more importantly, I hope you go back by taking this as a discussion where you would like to understand where do you want to list your products and services. Would you like to be visible on whichever network you have, decided to be a part of? You all should start working towards getting that done. So I wish you all the best. Thank you very much for your time. Oh, thanks, Inakshi. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, Prashant.